Hello, friend. Thank you for choosing to spend some time with me today. I would like to take this opportunity to tell you a story. This is one of my favorite stories of all time. And I'm going to tell it to you as it was told to me many times. This is the Starfish Story. Once there was a gentleman who was out for a leisurely stroll along the beach one morning. The weather was calm. He was very relaxed, listening to the sound of the waves lapping up at the shore. He had nowhere to be and nothing in particular to do, and was very much at peace, just wandering off. After a while, he noticed that there was a very small figure along down the beach and decided to head off in that general direction. As he got up closer, he noticed that the figure was a child who was stooping down and picking up objects and throwing them out into the waves over and over again. And so he got curious. Once he got closer, he realized that it was a little girl, and the objects that she was picking up were actually starfish. And he looked down to his feet and noticed for the first time that there were thousands and thousands of these creatures washed up with the tide. And he thought to himself, what a strange thing to be doing. Why take the time to pick up all of these animals? What possible difference could that make in the whole of the population when there are so very many? These ones are stranded here. Surely it's not going to make a difference. So he came up to her and asked, little girl, why are you doing this? Shouldn't you be off playing somewhere? You're not going to make a difference. There's so many of them here, and you can only pick up a few. So the little girl thought about it for a moment, stooped and picked up another starfish, and she took it in her hand and looked at it thoughtfully, and she said, "Sir, you may be right. I might not be able to do much, but it does make a difference for this one." And she proceeded to take it and throw it out into the surf to continue its life. And so this story is special because it was told to me every year on the first day of school. I went to an alternative high school, and this was just one of the many strange rituals that we had. But they would herd us all into the church across the street from the school for orientation and tell us the story. And of course, at the time, being teenagers, we thought it was very sentimental and stupid and lame. But later in life, I thought about it, and I think that this is a very important and poignant message. It's so easy to get lost in modern society, fall through the cracks, and feel like nothing you do matters or makes a difference, and you're just one in a crowd. And kind of the only counter-narrative to that is to try to stand out, be as exceptional as possible, be rich or famous or successful, or be exceptional in some regard so that you won't just be one of the many. And I don't agree with that. It's all very sad. I think this story speaks to an alternative truth of humanity, which is that all of us are entitled to basic dignity and respect, and we deserve to have our basic needs met and be given a fair shake. Every starfish that she picked up was then given the chance to potentially thrive. And every small act of kindness that any person takes has the opportunity to have a rippling effect all around the world, even ones that seem very insignificant or inconsequential. So, I really hope that this video is finding you well, but in the off chance that it's not, or you're not in a great headspace right now, I hope that it's in some way helpful to you or encouraging, and I hope that you know that you are enough just as you are, and you are entitled to a fair chance just like everybody else, and what you do matters, no matter how small you might feel right now. Be at peace, and I hope you have a good rest of the day. Thank you so much for joining me.